Hi, if you want to subscribe to my channel, all you need to do is press the subscribe button. And if you want to get notifications about when my next video comes out, just press that little bell on the side of the subscribe button. And you'll get to be the very first person to get the notifications when my videos are out. Hello everybody, it's Creator Crafts and I'm Kathy. Today's tip of the day is, what do we do with old picture frames? If you want to know, just watch further. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this old frame and turn it into something else. Make it look beautiful. It's old, it's chipped. The book, this is a thick one, and this is a book I put inside there. It's a book that I written myself. It's my very first book. It's called The First Treasure Hunt, Hagen's World. You can buy it on Amazon. I can also put the link. But this has nothing to do with the project. The project is to renew old frames. It doesn't matter if they're thinner ones, thicker ones. It does not matter. But I just decided I have a few of these. They're so old. I said, okay, you know, I'm going to change it. So then you see the crash scratches and everything. I don't like the color, so I'm going to change it. So the first thing I did to change it is I covered it first with paper mache clay, the toilet paper one. And I covered it, and then I took a stample, you could say, and I made little flower stamples on it. I did some on this side too. I was just going to keep it like this. But I decided not to, and then I said, you know what? I made some cement flowers. It's also a video that I have here. I'll leave a link on there for it. How to make cement flowers. I glued them onto here. Very nice, hard. And I decided I'm going to paint it white. I already had put one coat. Not sure. I'm going to put another one. I should put one more coat on it, and then I'm going to do something else. Like I said, I took cement flowers and I glued them on the frame. You don't need to put the paper mache over it like I did. You can just take spray paint, common spray paint, and spray it, and then after that, after it dries, spray it with a spray paint varnish, which will help protect it from chipping or whatever from the paint. So I glued them and I painted them once already. You can see that there's still pieces of glue strings around. You just need to go around and make sure you take them all off. I put these little things on it here. I'll probably get a spray paint and cover it and then spray paint them maybe white. You can't paint, I'm going to try to paint them. Can't tell you if I can or not, so I'm going to go over this one more time. If you're curious about how I made the cement flowers, I have a video on my channel showing you how I did this and how long you need to wait. I waited 24 hours, you could say, and then after 24 hours they're completely dry. And you can use them for anything. These flowers, I laid them on a wax paper, but I suggest to you to leave the flowers on the stem, and then dip them with the stem on it, and then connect the stem to a wire or something that's hanging, and use a clothespin, or you can bend it if it has a wire in it. You can bend it. Then you can hook it onto the wire and let it drip dry like that. Just double check there's no drippings hanging from the flowers. Just tap it a little bit or with your finger, make sure that it's not, and you'll have the full flower effect. I just did it like this because I wasn't sure if the cement would work, because everyone usually uses plaster of Paris or some other stuff, and I decided to use the cement. Something different. It's cheaper to use, and then it worked. So check out my video on how I did that, and now let's paint this and go to the next stage. Wait a minute, what do I want to do? I'm going to cut up a sponge, a normal sponge, everyday sponge. And I'm just going to put just a little paint on the side somewhere here. Yeah, maybe here. I'll put it here because I'm not going to be moving. Just a very little. You don't need much paint. And then what I'm going to do is take a little bit, and make sure there's not much on it. You don't want to have too much on it. And if you want to have the flowers look a little antique, what you could do is just very lightly do the tips. That's all you need to do, is go like this. And then what you can do, this is usually after you paint. Show you what it looks like when I'm done. I'm going to go over it with a tissue. But you don't need, I mean, it looks nice like that anyway. But what you do is you go like this. Try to lift it up so it's not so bright, so much on it. You don't want to put too much. You want to do it very lightly so that it has this antique look or this other effect to it. Like I said. This is basically all you need to do is I mean, like I told you at the beginning, you didn't have to put the clay like I did here. This was for a different project and I decided not to do it. I just decided to do something else with it, and then I said, oh look, these cement flowers would look great on it. Even if I just took spray paint on that picture frame and then stick these, it would still look great. So, I mean, you can pick a choice. I have videos on the paper mache clay. I have videos on the cement flowers. You can look online on my channel for it. And basically, this is all you need to do. Just paint it and then do this. I think it looks great. Yes, it does. That looks good like that. So, what we're going to do is just add some depth to these petals because no, that's too much. See, I'm going to have to add some paint to that. See, this is what I'm talking about. You need to be careful. It's alright. It'll look great. Let it dry. And once it cools or dries or whatever it does, you can paint it over. But like I said, try to get try not to put too much paint on the brush. If you do, just try to take it off like this. Take it and very lightly touch the flower or things like that. So Let me finish this. I'm gonna touch up some areas. You can see that paint didn't really touch it correctly. I love the cement flowers. I really recommend that you try that. I mean, I was really iffy about it at first, but then after that I'm like, wow, that really does work. I'm really impressed. I don't know why no one else does it. I mean, people use it for making all kinds of other stuff, you know, like dipping your clothes in it and making vases out of it, or pots and all kinds of other little projects like that, you know. I said, why can't you just use it on flowers? And I said, you know what, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it myself. Actually, I think I got all the flowers well. Just look around. Like I said, you got to double look, because you don't want to have too much gray hanging around on it from the cement. And you want to cover it well. When I'm done painting this, what I will do is I will spray some clear varnish on it. Yeah, that's better. And then then it should be preserved very well. You don't want it to chip or paint fall off if something hits it. You want it to be able to still look good no matter what. So I suggest you to put varnish over it, and plus it has a nice shine to it once you put the varnish on it. But use spray paint varnish for this. Putting the regular varnish on top of this, I wouldn't recommend. Just putting the brush over it, it'll just make a big mess. Big tip, use spray paint. Here it is, it's all done. Finished painted it. It looks great, I think. Just need to fix this mistake I did. Like I told you, you'll find out how your makes are. You just gotta repaint it. Just gotta wait until it dries. I like the color that it is. It's black and white. Looks great. I can use other colors. You can use yellow, you can use red. I like the black and white effect. I may put some more white paint on top of it and change it. But this is all you have to do to renovate a picture frame. Very easy. You can use any picture frame, like I said before. Any. Doesn't matter. And there's so many great ideas out there. And I just decided, you know, I had all these stuff hanging around. I made a video on how to make the cement flowers. It worked out great. So I said, let me use them. So here is the finished frame. I put a picture inside. I used a spray varnish. I recommend you use that for this project. For any kind of flowers or anything. They're hard. They're stable. It looks great. It probably would look better if I had more roses everywhere, but I decided, okay, I didn't have too many roses left over, but I just used that. I think it looks great anyway. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope if there's anything that's missing that I didn't explain or you misunderstood, please write it below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, or as fast as I can. And please subscribe.